been in the online space. Oh, I'm just going to say 30 years. So it's more than 30 years, but I'm just going to say 30 years so that I don't reveal how old I really am.
It's hard to believe that a couple of people as young as us can have done this kind of time frames. Nick. Look, on Sunday, what specific new opportunity will you be speaking about in the Opportunity Summit?
Well, look, one of the things I've recognised recently, like I came out of the GFC when I moved from New Zealand to Australia. And, some people were bleeding badly. And I was one of those people. So I had to reinvent myself and had to look for new opportunities. And I think we're sort of in another one of those times as well, too, where, the economy's not going great for some people, business is not going great for some people, and work's not going great for some people. And certainly a lot of people I talk to are looking for a plan B, or at least having some additional sources of income and revenue. And one of the places they look are online online. So really the opportunities online. Only problem with it is there's just such a vast array of what you can do. And a lot of it seems to revolve around having to create things, whether it's courses, content, and there's just so many tools that are out there at the moment. So what I'm bringing to us on Sunday is really trying to make things simple. And looking, how can you create a business quickly, easily, and simply, leveraging other people's content? And there are all sorts of opportunities out there. Now, when I say other people's content, what I'm not talking about is how to rip off other people's content and pass it off as your own, but looking for opportunities with people's content where you can add value, where they are willingly wanting you to provide them with additional exposure. And that they're willingly, wanting to let you use their content. So even just this week, even just today, I had a conversation with someone who reached out to me today. He's got a very unique product that no one else offers in the marketplace. And very clever guy. He's researched it, and it really is a no-brainer. But the problem is that he doesn't really know sort of what to do with it. So he's looking for people who can run with his content and help to bring customers in, bring leads in, and is prepared to pay quite well for that there as well. So I'm not talking about being a digital agency or anything like that there. I'm talking about some opportunities that are available for people if you've just got the right mindset and you know where to look. And so I'm going to show you where to look for these opportunities, how to approach the people that have got these opportunities. And sometimes you don't even need to talk to these people. You can create opportunities from what's existing there. So this is a really exciting program, I think, and it's ideal for people that are time poor, so don't have a lot of time. So they might be working in a job or have another business, or they may be in a business that was doing reasonably well, but the income's dropped away, or something's happened with the business, and so here's another opportunity to layer something else in that's not going to take a whole lot of time, but is going to generate additional income and revenue.
Really like it, Nick. When you speak about this, your passion for it just comes flying through. What drives your passion for what you do? Why are you so? And I know this, that you're a guy who, when we need help, you don't just help us because you're employed to at times. You help us because you want to help us. What drives the passion for you?
Oh, look, for me, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been in the corporate world. I've run my own business where I've had 25 plus staff, and always when people think you've run a reasonable sized business, that you must have been riding on the horse's back with the revenue and the income, whatever comes in. But with larger small businesses, along with that comes lots of overhead expenses, headaches, staff, all that end of things. So when I moved to Australia, I made the decision that I was going to not have a large organisation, but have a lean organisation, and make as much money that I was. And when I say make as much money, keep as much money as I was keeping out of that larger business. What happened was I exceeded it, and I was able to exceed the profit that came out of it with just myself and two virtual staff. My stress levels went way down, and I had a much better sort of lifestyle with it. So really what drives me is when we get into business, it's often we get caught up in the business rather than thinking, what's this business supposed to do for us? It's to provide money for a lifestyle and to enjoy ourselves. So, so my mission here is to ensure that small business owners are able to work part-time, earn more than a full-time income, and have an asset to sell, or has got some form of recurring income when they get into retirement.
Brilliant, mate. Look, so on Sunday, actually, what's going to be the most exciting innovation or aspect of your topic, and how will it benefit the attendees? What's going to be really exciting and innovative for our people?
I think sort of what is innovative is that I'm going to bring some specific, easily actionable strategies that people can walk away with and implement straight away. So
I crashed? Was Nik crashed?
Nick's having a
generate real
moment.
results.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, say again.
I crashed? Was Nik crashed?
It was Nick.
My Zoom took a holiday, but I'm back. Nice to see you from the Philippines, Juana. So, mate, at the end on Sunday when you shared this stuff, will you have a little exclusive offer and a new opportunity, something special for our people?
Definitely have an opportunity that people can take advantage of. So this is something I haven't offered in this form ever before. So this is something that I've put together especially for this Sunday's session, and it really is going to be a step-by-step program where I'll walk people through the process, so that at the end of spending 6 weeks with me, they will have a business that's generating income that they can grow from there.
Fantastic, hey. So if you're looking to get a business up and running quickly, make sure you listen to Nik Cree on Sunday on the New Opportunities Summit. You have a link for it. You're already enrolled for it. We will see you guys there. Remember, there's great giveaways and cash prizes throughout the day on Sunday. But the next speaker that we're going to introduce you to is Atena Pegler. She's recognized globally as a leading authority on AI-driven marketing for SMEs, and focusing on explosive growth without the inefficiencies of traditional methods. So Atena is somebody who brings AI into your business and makes your business run more smoothly, and enable us to do things more quickly. She's got over 13 years of digital marketing experience, and has launched the AIpreneurs Marketing Hub, her own AI tools, and SaaS platform, aiming to eliminate high costs and complexities of marketing. So she's going to keep the high costs out for you. She's credited as the world's top authority on AI for marketing and branding, and one of the top female tech entrepreneurs to watch in 2024. She's featured in over 100 global publications and a prominent speaker at major global events, including Slush in China and Mega Success in Los Angeles. She recently spoke at the Proud Success in Sydney in front of a big group on building global brands with AI, sharing stages with notable figures like Vince Vaughn and Sergio Corallo. Look, her mission is to drastically reduce labour costs and increase exposure for businesses, and include return on investment through AI, enriching entrepreneurs' lives with freedom, purpose, and impactful contributions. Look, I met Atena at a business conference about 18 months ago, and she just stood out from the start for knowing her product. She had a confidence when being questioned about it that suggested to me that she showed not just some knowledge, but some genuine mastery of a brand new leading edge topic. She's still at the forefront of getting AI to work for the issues you face in your business. She's right at the front end of it, and she can make a market difference to any business and becoming more efficient. Let's hear directly from Atena. Atena, how are you?
Hi everyone. I'm a little bit sick, so sorry for my croaky voice, but I'm glad to be here. Thanks for the introduction, Paul.
Appreciate you coming in. Can you tell us, and I do appreciate you coming in when you're sick, so as long as you can be with us today is really good. I appreciate you jumping out and doing it for us. What can you tell us about yourself?
So hi, so you said basically everything, a great summary. But what I would say that I could offer on Sunday is just basically to show everyone what's possible with AI. Because when it comes to the traditional marketing and business, as everyone knows, that the basically 9 out of 10 businesses worldwide fail in the first 10 years, and that's a sad truth. And we just here to be able to change that if we could. So basically with the AI, you could automate a lot of the processes. You could get things done very quickly, and you could run the business with less staff and less cost and a lot quicker and better quality. So I'm so excited to share with everyone about what's possible with AI, and that's the whole branding is about showing the world what's possible. And obviously my success is also the one of the example of what's possible, because obviously in a very, very short period of time I could have a great success and scale a business very, very quickly. One of the fastest growing startup in Australia at the moment. And it's just like the possible. I have a very small team, 2-3 people, and we just like scaling to the moon with a very small team. And I just cannot wait to share with everyone.
Thanks, Atena. Certainly, seeing you speak on some of those major stages around the world suggests that you're one of the people that is being watched by the people who know in the world of AI and marketing. Look, so we know the area of expertise is AI. What sets your approach apart from others in your field, and what unique insights are you able to share with attendees, or they can expect to learn from you on your talk on Sunday?
So yeah, on Sunday I'm going to talk about a very exclusive offer and about our new SaaS, AI SaaS that we launched last week, which was widely successful. So we basically sold that within 30 seconds. And our SaaS is just a next level for the business owner. So $1 trial for 4 weeks, and you basically get to try to the SaaS, which is with the SaaS you could literally build an entire business, like build landing pages with it. We could generate entire copy for the Facebook ads, for the email marketing, for irresistible offer, value stack, customer service. So basically everything. So I'm so glad that I got an opportunity to be able to share that exclusive offer on Sunday. And we got a couple of hundred people on the waiting list, but we're going to everyone attend on Sunday. They're going to basically bypass the waiting list, and they're able to get an opportunity to get their hand on SaaS. So yeah, I cannot wait to share that. With SaaS is just one of the innovation we did. We've done a lot of innovation in the AI industry. So we use other AI softwares. I'm a prompt engineer myself by accident. So what I mean by accident is that like I wasn't an AI engineer or anything. I was just a marketer, well-known marketer for 13 years, worked for a lot of the global brands. And yeah, it was just the last year I just got obsessed with the AI and ChatGPT, and it all started with, oh, I wish I could clone myself. And then guess what I did? So I just spent ridiculous hours to do like I like self-learn, like I didn't do AI courses or anything at all. It's like myself figuring things out. And so yeah, that ended up being a prompt engineer. And any problem to any business, I can come up with the prompts. I don't know if anyone knows what is prompt engineer is. One of the 2024 trendy titles, I would say, job titles, prompt engineers. So yeah, prompt engineers are basically the people that can actually put the professional input into the AI language model like ChatGPT or Gemini. To give you guys idea, you guys want to use ChatGPT to write a Facebook ad. You say, write me a Facebook ad about business coaching, please. I have 2 pages of prompts about how to write a Facebook ad. I basically trained ChatGPT about how to write a Facebook ad, because one of the biggest downfall with the AI is that it's too generic, a lack of expertise, it gives you wrong information, and I completely agree with it. And with all the innovation that we did, we could actually resolve that issue. And I say to people that AI is, you guys need to train AI, not AI train you. It's something everyone needs to understand. And that AI is just a tool that can be trained very easily. Like it takes probably weeks to train a human. It probably takes hours if you know how to train AI. And then once you train them, they work for you 24/7. And they could come up with like the most complicated business problems they could have a solution to. So that's basically what this the other way around, that a lot of the population don't understand, and they say AI is not good enough yet, but it's just like a handful of people in the world that actually know how to use it. And I'm glad that I'm one of them, and so excited, cannot wait to see where we go from here and the impact that we could have in the businesses.
Can I check? So you've got a SaaS, and my understanding from what you're saying is that I type in here going, oh, I need a marketing plan for trading. And if I put that in ChatGPT, it just laughs at me and goes, "That's a rubbish question. I'm going to give you a rubbish answer." But your
Yeah.
SAS takes my question and turns it into a good question, so I get better answers. Is that what it does for me?
Yes, yeah, something like that. Because with the chat GPT, it's like you put garbage in, you get garbage out, basically. And with the SAS, this how it works is a prompt free. So because my prompts are really long, like to do anything like that, a couple of pages sometimes. And I had a couple of 100 pages of the prompt that we did an AI accelerator course that we shared the prompt with everyone. Then I was like, what about if we can make this experience to be prompt free instead of people trying to say, "Oh, I want to create a landing page." I'll go and grab your prompt and then put it in chat GPT and it create it. And then to create a Facebook page, then you have to go and create a new chat again and then give you the context again. So it's like you have to do a couple of steps. With the SaaS thing is everything connected. You get your business context, basically. You say, "Oh, my business is that." You basically can just copy paste the context from your website. Once you get the business context, you could ask it, "Build me website, build me landing page, build me Facebook ads, build me a webinar, build me email sequences." It literally does everything without any prompt. And I believe that from all of the research that we've done, there's no one in the world that did anything even similar to what we did, like even close. And also, you could actually compare the output in all the language models as well, because it's not just ChatGPT,
Wow,
OpenAI.
it's pretty cool, Atena, and I really appreciate the fact that that when you've launched this, it's sold out straight away. But one of the things you've done for us is you've kept our people some spaces. So those that come in on Sunday use the same link, come along and listen to your presentation. They'll have a chance to actually access this tool, which is already sold out everywhere else. It's unique and it's leading edge. So I thank you very much for that. Can I ask you guys in the chat, how many of you are excited to come along on Sunday and listen to Atena speak? Can you put yes in the chat if you are excited to come along on Sunday and hear Atena speak? Yeah, here we go, Ashwin. Thank you very much. Here's the first. Ashwin, Belinda, fantastic. Yeah, here we go. Lots of people looking forward to it. Please, Atena, go and get some rest. I hope you feel better by the weekend. Take care of yourself, and I really appreciate your commitment to come
No
out and
problem.
see us today. Thank you.
Looking forward to Sunday. Very excited.
Cheers, Atena. Thank you.
Thank you.
So remember that on Sunday, what you're going to get is experts that you can trust who are going to bring real knowledge and real opportunities. I still think that these things are really hard to find in this crowded, marketed world. Real experts, people you can be commended to, people who have worked with these people and trust them. You're going to find these people from us. And our next speaker we're going to introduce to you guys is Wang Taylor. Now, while he's a business owner and an investor, it's not really that got us to bring him along. He's a podcaster and he's the founder of Australia's leading men's platform. So Wayne's originally from Penrith in Western Sydney. He moved to the Sunshine Coast with his wife and 4 children. That must keep you busy as well, Wayne. He has 20 years of plumbing experience and extensive experience in public speaking and volunteering in his local church. He's been preaching since working as a street preacher at 18 and spoken to audiences globally, including church groups, conferences, business groups, prison inmates in the Congo, Rwanda, and Kenya. Now, honestly, Wayne, I'm looking forward to having a beer and hearing some of those stories, because honestly, that must have been a heck of an experience to get out into those places and meet those people in those places. He currently manages plumbing business across 2 states in Australia, but is passionate about Average Joe's men's movement, which he co-founded with Elliot Krause in late 2018. The Average Joe's movement focuses on empowering men to tackle life's challenges and has seen significant engagement and impact since its inception. Wayne's philosophy emphasizes helping one man at a time to effect broader positive change. Welcome in, Wayne. Mate, I'm sorry. I didn't unmute, or I'll get James to unmute you. One or the other. Either one is fine. I might have been, there we go, mate. How you going?
Is that better? I was just saying, g'day, mate. Good to see you again, and hello, everybody.
Good to see you again, mate. Welcome along.
Thank you,
mate. On Sunday, you're going to talk about Average Joe's. What is Average Joe's?
Look, to put it basically, Average Joe's, it's a men's platform that facilitates weekly meetups. Meetup groups. They go for 1 hour a week. 1 hour every single time. It's for men that are above 18 years of age. And we have one agenda, which is simple: to make better men. Our meetups have set topics, which are also discussed on our weekly podcast called the Average Joe's Men's Collective. These topics are written in detail to create discussions and move men to take action. Our statement as such is very, very simple, which is the world needs better men. I've seen some men in countries right around the world And the world is desperate for better men. We need to rise. We need to become better. Better husbands, better fathers, better businessmen, better leaders, and all-round better mates. Look,
Mate,
in saying this...
So after you. After you, Wayne, sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
After you, sorry.
Oh, gotcha, mate. I'll just look... in saying this, look, we've also just recently created a curriculum for 14 and 15-year-old boys that is all about a modern rites of passage, because what I've learned about making better men is it starts way back. It doesn't start with a 50-year-old man. It starts a lot earlier. So look, we've recently created a rites of passage for 14, 15-year-old boys, purely because in discussion we've realised that Western culture has done a terrible job in raising our younger generation and teaching our young generation. We seem to think that teaching this generation that getting drunk or losing your virginity or anything like that is an introduction to manhood, which is just terrible. We've moved away from any type of traditional building up of courage and getting young boys to beat challenges and things like that and growing into any form of a positive masculine maturity. So we wrote one that will be implemented into high schools very soon. So in a nutshell...
After you, keep going, sorry.
Yeah, no, so look, in a nutshell, that's what we are. We're a platform that's all about making better men.
Now, it seems to me the world's lost the knowledge that if you give people challenges and they overcome them, they improve their self-esteem. And if they improve their self-esteem, life goes well. We're so busy and encouraging people to do things that don't improve their self-esteem that we literally knock people down and do a lot of damage to them. I want to ask about average Joes. I was at a conference with you and the guy who led it didn't like the expression average Joes, but it's really important, isn't this? This isn't targeting the mentally ill. This isn't targeting anyone. This is targeting everyone. If you're a man and you want to work on becoming a better man, you can go to Average Joe's and talk about anything that you want to on that journey to becoming a better man and get some instruction and some help on how to do that. Is that correct?
That's correct, mate. Yeah, look, when we started, we didn't set out to start a movement as such. Look, yeah, people have asked the question about Average Joes because I do know in other cultures the word Average Joe stands for, you know, you're down and outer, or you're the bottom rung of men, but that's not the case. That's not how we've taken it anyway. We've gone to put a different name out there and see what it would do. But the feedback that we got was if we weren't coming across as Average Joes, then it took away that authenticity of just your general everyday man, because you said it before, I'm a plumber. I still have a plumbing business. I do other things that I'm just a genuine man. And all of us are. We're not doctors. We're not psychologists. We're not experts in any of that kind of area. But what we are is just genuine, authentic men, and we want to be better at it. Like I said before, better husbands, all that kind of stuff. So the name Average Joes did rustle some feathers with some people because it does come across, you know, I guess to some people differently. But when we put it out there to see what kind of feedback we'd get, especially one guy that's in one of my meetups, he said if it hadn't been called Average Joes, I wouldn't have felt welcome. He goes, the fact that it had the name Average Joes made me instantly feel like I could go there. And so we stuck with the name Average Joes. It's going to stay that way forever.
But I really like the name because it is right. This is about everybody, and I think that's really cool. And I think very interesting just to find out. We'll ask in a few minutes how many people know a man that would like to be a little bit better. And I think the truth is that growing up in today's world as a man or a woman is challenging. It's different. We're living in a completely different world to 30, 40 years ago. And growing up and doing the right things, you know, having some support around it's really important. Mate, I wanted to ask you, what special skills does it take to run an organisation like Average Joe's?
So in other words, what does it take from my perspective, or what would it take for somebody else to run their own Average Joe's meetup?
What does it take from you? What special skills do you have that enables you to run Average Joe's?
That's a great question. I think the biggest thing that drives me is passion. I'm a big believer that if you hold something dear, if you fully believe in something, then it is wrong to keep it to yourself. You look at my history, you mentioned it before in my bio there at the start. My history was I started street preaching at 18 years of age. It led me into a few things afterwards when I became a pastor and a minister and things like that many years ago. But it was because I was driven by passion. Take that into what I'm doing with Average Joes now. I'm passionate about seeing men become better men. I love seeing men's marriages be restored. I love seeing men build back relationships with their kids. I love seeing men scale their business tenfold. Like, I love seeing men understand within themselves and finding their own identity, capturing it and taking it to a next level. So for me, what it takes for me is I'm just driven by passion. I have adapted, obviously, business skills that I've brought in regards to leadership, dealing with people and things like that into what we're doing. But passion is the biggest thing. All the content that we create, all the topics that we have within all of our meetups are written by me personally. And they've either come from personal experiences, things that I'm reading or learning about, something that I've just come across. But I take all of that and I put it with passion. So I would wrap up, if there was one skill, if passion is a skill, passion is it.
I'm going to ask you a question. I need a reasonably quick answer because we're a bit pushed for time here. But you've mentioned being a minister. You've mentioned your beliefs. Average Joe's is an organisation about values, not faith, right? This isn't an organisation for Christians. This is an organisation for men who want to become better men, regardless of faith, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, we have a very, very detailed code of conduct that we stick by. I make it very, very clear that we, as an organisation, are not religious in any way. Nor, if you were to start one of our meetups, this is not a platform to bring about your own agenda, whether it be religious, political, or anything like that. So no, it is not, and I make it very clear, it's not a religious organisation. We're just genuine men.
I really like it. One of the best things I did growing up, I played golf with my mates once a year. And we did stupid things and drank too much. It was insane. But what we did do was talk to each other for a day. We'd stay a night afterwards and we'd hang out together and we'd talk about our lives, what was working, what wasn't working. And that as a resource was incredibly important too. I come from quite a rough background, and seeing what people who didn't come from rough backgrounds, how they lived, was really important to pushing me onto the right path instead of the wrong path. So I'm a big believer in men's ability to help men. And I'm really with you on this, Wayne. The real disappointing thing in the world right now is there are some amazing men. There just aren't enough at the moment, you know?
Absolutely. Totally agree with you, mate.
I'm looking forward to hearing more from you on Sunday, Wayne. Can't wait for that. Remember, on Sunday, our times are Australian Eastern Time, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m, Singapore time, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m, and New Zealand, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The speakers that you've heard so far will be there, and the speakers that are coming in will be there as well. Make sure you join us on Sunday. You have the registration link. Look, our next speaker is Steve Brossman. Steve is a 9 times Amazon best-selling author in marketing and sales, and has spoken in 15 countries and has trained over 65,000 entrepreneurs, professionals, and business owners. He's 20 years TV and video experience, including hosting his own network TV show, and has been an executive producer for Warner Brothers. This guy is the real deal. Steve has personally created several 6- and 7-figure multinational businesses of his own, including inventing and marketing an environmental product selling 4 million units into 26 countries. Since January 2021, he's emerged. He has been generating 6 figures every year just from podcasting, and is now teaching others to do the same. I love the idea of podcasting, a way to get people, again, when you podcast, somebody trusts you so that people will trust you. Trust is the key. Do we have values, Wayne? Trust, trust, trust. You've got to find people you can trust in a world that's full of people that maybe you can't trust. Steve, are you with us?
Mate, I am with you. Evening, Paul, and evening, everybody. And if you think you're going to sit and relax and listen to me, you got another thing coming, because I'm going to get you to do a little bit of work. So I'm going to ask a couple of questions. Get your fingers ready. Put a P, just a single P in the chat if you've either been on a podcast, listened to a podcast, would like to get on a podcast, or know what the word podcast means. So type a P in the chat if that's you. And if you haven't typed a P in the chat, there's the door, because that should cover everybody. Now, type a 6 in the chat if you're currently earning 6 figures from being a podcast guest. And I'm just going to hit my... the mute button.
Sorry, guys, we've got you back.
Somebody muted me. I was getting a bit too excited.
Sorry, okay. Mate, back to you. What are we putting in if we've made 6 figures?
Put a 6 in there if you're actually earning 6 figures every year from being a podcast guest. It's not a lot of movement. Put an M in there for me. M for me, if you would like to know how. In 60 minutes on Sunday, get a blueprint, get your own worksheet, and we will work out exactly how you'll be able to earn a minimum of 20,000 just from being a podcast guest. And yeah, it was in COVID. Things weren't going real good here in Australia. A lot of people were relying on the government to prop themselves up. And a lot of my clients didn't have that much money to be able to afford my programs. So I thought, stuff it, I'm going to America. So I packed up my Zoom chair, went to one networking event, and then I started seeking out and being a guest on podcasts. And in just 10 months, I took my American business from 0 to 6 figures in just 10 months, mainly just being a podcast guest. And one of the things, and one of the questions you may ask, Paul, but being an ex-national professional sprint champion, I get off the mark pretty quick, and I'm going to get in before you even ask it, is what are they going to get on Sunday that's different? Now, most people that I hear out there that are teaching anything to do with pod guesting or being a guest teach people how to be a good interviewee, how to answer the questions. It's not all about that. When you come on Sunday, you're going to get the nitty-gritty of what's working right now on how you can actually generate income for your business by just being a guest. And you'll be surprised how easy it is. And by the way, you do not have to be a rock star, and you do not have to get on the biggest podcasts to start earning money the way that I teach you. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll get to the end of the thing, damn, I think I could do that.
I think we're already seeing some of the things that you do, Wayne, right? So being a podcast guest isn't about answering questions. Being a podcast guest is getting your message across to the people. Is that part of what you're going to teach us?
Well, we're going to take it even further. It's all about how do I excite the host first. So in our training, and you're going to get some training at the end, I'm going to give you, I'm going to allow you to get 2 of my best sets of trainings that's going to share with you exactly how to do it. But we teach people for 2 weeks on how to get the most out of a pre-chat call, how to excite the host, not only to have great energy during the call, but they may say, hey, Paul, I love what you're saying. There's probably something else that we could do together. Would you like to come and speak on my summit? Would you like to come and speak to my people? So most people fall down and think it's just the interview. We say that pod guesting is the doorway to opportunities, not the destination. And that's the big thing. It's how do I excite the host? But more importantly, you're going to get proven neuroscience and frameworks on how to excite the audience to take action, how to get them to run towards you without ever, ever, ever being sleazy or pushy. And they'll just want to seek you out and say, I've got to work with that person. And there's some fun things that we're going to do on Sunday.
If AI is the big headline at the moment, neuroscience is the quiet achiever in the world, right? People who understand how to use neuroscience to their advantage have a massive advantage in the speaking world, right?
Well, it is, and it's not to do with NLP, and I've not done 1 minute of NLP training. I got this great company in America that I work with, Decision Labs, and they do massive testing on human behavior and buying habits. And I'm going to teach you how to have people to buy from you, not how to sell better. But most importantly, I've got one saying that there is one AI that beats the other AI. That's authentic interactions will always beat the other AI. And the other thing is technology changes, people don't. Now, on a podcast, okay, here's a quick question. I'm going to take 60 seconds. Goldilocks is going down the street. She meets a digital marketer and she says to the digital marketer, can you get me on a platform where I get half an hour in front of my ideal target market? Not only that, I'm introduced as an expert. I'm introduced as a trusted expert in front of these people by somebody else. And I actually get to tell them about my products and services. And the digital marketer says, you're dreaming. That doesn't exist. And you say, oh, by the way, and I want to do it for free. And the digital marketer says, that doesn't exist. That's what podcasting is. You get half an hour in front of your ideal target market. You are introduced to the person that they trust as an expert, told to listen to them, and you are allowed to let them know where they can go and do some more work with you. Where else on this planet can you get a marketing platform like that virtually costs you nothing to get on in front of people and build a relationship with them?
I'm going to say that in 12 years of doing what I do, mate, I have never had one opportunity like that. I've never had a free opportunity where, I'm able to get in front of the people I want to get in front of and provide the information I want to provide. That sounds really exciting. Look, if you're listening along, how are you guys going? Are you excited? Are you looking forward to Sunday? If you're looking forward to Sunday, yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. If you're looking forward to Sunday, can you put an S in the chat, please? If you're looking forward to Sunday, if you're joining us on Sunday, if you're going to come along and you are going to listen to this in detail, learn more. Look, there's so many opportunities in the world, and the key is to find really good people. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate you coming and giving us some time today, Steve. We look forward to hearing from you on Sunday. Look, remember that if you're registered for tonight, you're registered for Sunday. The same link will get you in. We'll send you the link again, no doubt, but you will have everything you need. Look, our next speaker is Sashua Benay. She's a dynamic keynote speaker, a transformation coach, and intuitive. She's a mentor with over 20 years of experience empowering professionals and entrepreneurs. She's transitioned from a successful 12-year career in corporate human resources and has personally guided countless individuals to break through personal and professional ceilings, significantly increasing their impact and business success, with over 25,000 coaching sessions and workshops under her belt. She's another one that doesn't look old enough to have done 25,000 coaching sessions. That is a lot, Sasha. Creator of Soulful Life and Business Coaching Program and the Magnetic Speaker Program. She helps clients harness their authentic voice and develop intuitive business strategies that lead to more impact in less time. I think authentic voice means speak from your values. She helps you to understand what your values are and get your message out there. Values rule everything in business, in my mind. She's got a unique ability to blend business strategy with mindset mastery. She enables your client to lead with purpose, clarity, and confidence. Her programs have been instrumental in helping clients achieve breakthroughs in confidence, business growth, personal fulfillment, including a client who increased her revenue 500%, and a solo business owner who now owns 3 businesses and a 4th on the way. They sound busy. Sasha is also known for hosting transformative events that create a dynamic space for professionals to connect, expand their vision, and cultivate their authentic voice. I like the authentic voice again. Look, if you're here, you've just heard a number of people speak. You've heard Steve, you've heard Wayne, you've heard Nik, and the thing that separates them from other people is their ability to get their message to multiple people at the same time. And if you're in this room today, you absolutely evidence that speaking works. That the really cool thing about the people in this room is we've all got history before we did this. We just had things like you have now. We had jobs like you do. And we got taught how to influence many people at once. And if we can be taught, you can be taught. And we've been trained to do this. You can be trained to do this. You can speak at an event like this. You can speak to hundreds of people. You can create multiple income streams from doing it. And that is what Sashua does. She teaches you how to do that. She's got a unique and simple approach that can allow you to transform your life and your livelihood. Sashua, welcome. Great to have you on board.
Thank you so much, Paul. It's a pleasure to be here and in the company of the speaking team tonight as well. Some amazing speakers that you've brought together. Well done.
Cheers, Sashua. Look, you're new to a number of our people. What can you tell us about yourself?
So I think the thing that stands out most about me, Paul, is that I transcend the space between business coaching and personal mastery and mindset, because I believe that everyone can show up in their business every day. They have a certain mindset. They might be the best service provider in the world, but they're not doing enough work on themselves, their inner work, to show up as the person that they need to be to actually create the vision that they have for their business. And I think that's a very missing link in the business coaching world. And it's possibly from my background in working in corporate human resources, leadership, culture, and seeing that rife throughout that type of environment, that we do all this business planning, we do all this skill upgrading, but unless we work with the whole picture of our business and how we show up as entrepreneurs, we're doing ourselves a disservice.
Sashua, business is quite corrosive, isn't it? When you're starting out, particularly, there's all kinds of temptations, there's all kinds of shortcuts, there's all kinds of people turning up and literally trying to corrupt you in your process. And that leads to short-term success and long-term failure because people don't want to deal with you. If you can get that stuff right, that internal stuff right, if you can get your values lined up, that's how you move forward in business, right?
Absolutely. And how you feel about your contribution in the world, how you communicate is how you succeed. We can have all the skills, all the business planning, all the strategies in place. But when we actually show up in a networking room, when we show up in a podcast, when we show up in a speaking engagement, if we're not bringing the fullness of us, if we're not bringing the absolute totality of who we are, what we believe in, what magic we've come to share with the world, then we're bringing a diluted version. And we all know in this really crowded marketplace that we have all these theories of certain number of touch points and things before people will actually say yes to our offer. So how do we minimize that? Well, we do that through very authentic communication, because we know that people need to know, like, and trust us, but it's a bit more than that as well. I feel like these days there's so many people out there making offers. There's so much noise. We have to really cut through with a presence, is what I like to call it. A presence that makes you very authentic and vulnerable in a way that doesn't undo you, rather than lets people know that, okay, this person's in my head. I really resonate with what they're sharing. Because we talk a lot about sharing stories and how it's important to be vulnerable and those sorts of things. And I'm a bit of a thought leader in this space, and I believe that sometimes we can take that too far. If we don't have our stories, what I call regrouped, if we don't have them put to bed, if we don't understand the wisdom that we gathered from those stories, then we can be putting ourselves out into the marketplace that can actually dilute our authority. And I'm all for vulnerability and connecting and talking about values and, you know, that beautiful space where we can just let our guard down and be who we are. But there's a time and a place for that. When we're building business, we need to maintain that certain level of confidence and have our stories fuel us rather than dilute our presence.
So I know you've touched on this a little bit, but what sets your approach apart from others in your field, and what's a unique insight the attendees can expect for your talk on Sunday? I know you touched on it a little bit, but what sets your approach apart? It seems to me that part of that's the genuineness. But what kind of unique insights will the people give who join us on Sunday?
On Sunday, I'm going to be sharing a lot of different information, again, that I haven't shared anywhere else so far. I've crafted some really unique techniques that I'm going to be taking people through on the weekend. It's not going to just be a talking head. It's going to be an interactive process where people can actually understand how they can get out there in a much more vulnerable way by tapping into and getting the gold from their stories to really make it relatable to their audiences so that they can move people. They can really get that percentage of lead generation much higher, that conversion rate much higher, and also that genuine connection to build community, because we know that when we create that community, we're really creating a future for our business rather than just the quick hit on the day. So you're going to find my techniques very left of middle, because I am what I would call, you know, completely channeling a lot of these techniques in a very intuitive way. And so you will not find them in any other book, any other manual, any other system that's out there. But these techniques will transform you into a magnetic, confident speaker faster than I would say anything that you have tried before. And that's why I'm calling my offering Speaking for Success, and really finding your authentic voice. That is a new program that I've specifically put together for Sunday's event. So I'm really excited to bring that to everyone.
Cheers, Sashua. It sounds amazing. And look, let's remember that we've got somebody who's telling us this, that they're going to bring us this, that's got a successful career, a successful corporate career, 20 years experience of empowering people, keynote speaking, 25,000 coaching session. This isn't somebody like you see on YouTube who's just making some stuff up and chatting. This is a depth of knowledge we're going to learn from, right?
Absolutely. I have been living and breathing this stuff for decades. I know I don't look old enough to do that. I'm a fast talker. That's how I got through 25,000 coaching sessions. But I really have been very passionate about this for a long time, because if we can show up as the unique person that we are, with a presence that truly cuts through, then we're going to be creating a lot more positive change in the world. And I believe there's a lot of very special entrepreneurs out there that are there to do very unique and purposeful things. And I am an enabler, an activator, to really help people really get out there into the world and do what they've come to do, which is what I'm doing in enabling others.
Cheers, Sashua. Look, I think I'm really looking forward to hearing you speak on Sunday. I'm sure others are. We talk about making a positive influence in the world. A few of our guys are talking about this thing about, how do you become a better man? How do you be positive? Can I ask you guys in the room, if you want to see positive change in the world, if you want to be part of that, can you put P in the chat, please? If you want to see positive change in the world, if you want to see better men, better business, better speaking, better communication, if you want to see positive change, can you put a P in that chat, please? And we will see you on Sunday when Sashua shares about that for us. Thank you very much, Sashua. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Paul. Look forward to seeing everyone on Sunday.
See you then. Thank you. Our next speaker is Kylie Mowbray-Allen. She is a marketing innovator and creative brand strategist, known for helping businesses like mine gain visibility through genuine connection and lasting relationships. She's got over 20 years of experience in media, advertising, film, and marketing. She's successfully supported both startups and established brands in growing their online presence and business. Her secret: blending smart strategy with creative ideas, making marketing not just effective but exciting. Kylie's approach boosts engagement, sales, and customer loyalty. Empowering business owners to become digital marketing superstars is what truly lights her up. Kylie lives in Bangalore, northern New South Wales, Australia, but you notice her accent still has a hint of Kiwi. Yes, she is from the great country. Look, Kylie leaves the marketing for online trading profits and new opportunity summit. So anybody that's in this room has likely been impacted by her marketing and seen the ability that she's got. Welcome in, Kylie. Great to have you with us.
Thanks so much, Paul. It's such a pleasure to be here. And it's so nice listening to everybody's introductions. And it made me feel very special having you introduce me. Thank you very much.
Well, they've been amazing, haven't they?
Yes, I'm so excited. As you said, I've been doing the marketing for this event. And so I've been reading all their bios and really deep diving into each speaker and the background so that I can, promote them and create ads and stuff. And I'm so excited for Sunday. I can't wait to hear from them all. And there's a lot of upskilling for me to do. I'm pumped.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think, again, it's quite humbling. You don't really think about the fact that in your network, there's just some amazing people. There's just some good people, and very, very privileged to have them be part of what we do. So what specific new opportunity will you be speaking about in the New Opportunity Summit on Sunday?
I'm talking about building your personal brand and then how you're going to use that on social media. And it's in new ways. And a personal brand is quite a tricky thing because so many people in business actually want to hide. They just want to stay behind the scenes and not get out there. And it's really, really hard for a lot of people to actually put themselves forward. So coming up with some really great strategies for how to make that work with you. That's what I work with a lot of my clients, is finding ways that they're comfortable with to get really visible online, because it's not easy.
That's so true, isn't it? What's the most exciting or innovative aspect of your topic, and how will it benefit our good attendees?
Oh, many exciting things, I think, but mostly that I'm sharing a bunch of secrets that haven't been shared before. I've got some really magic formulas that I'll be sharing, and then how you can actually make your personal brand work for you in a really authentic way, because more than ever, people want stories. It's all about story sharing these days. And what was working 2 years ago, 5 years ago, even a year ago isn't working anymore. So it's about how to cut through the noise, how to get visible online and do it in a way that you're really comfortable with. I think that's the point of difference, is not following just a cookie cutter approach.
Big change in marketing in the last 5 years, Kylie. People are sick of the Lamborghinis, the super yachts, the helicopters. You know, I live on a battleship or something, whatever that crap is. People want to see who you are and who you really are and how you operate. Is that the big change in marketing?
Yes, definitely. But also, there's more people online than ever before. So, you know, a few years ago, it wasn't that hard to get many, many thousands of views on your reels. It wasn't very hard to get your posts seen in the news feed. It wasn't hard to make some incredible money out of some really good ads. And these days, there's just so much more noise out there, and it gets pretty overwhelming. So firstly, there's a lot of people that just don't go on because it's just too much. Secondly, there's all kinds of issues now with email marketing and your emails not getting through. So it's just become that much harder for everyone. So rather than working even harder, actually, it's really important to get some really clear and simple strategies in place to fight back.
Can you give us a sneak peek? One key takeaway or action step that our attendees will get from you on Sunday?
I don't think I can, Paul. I think there's too many little special pearlers, and people just have to turn up on Sunday. But I can tell you now, I talk really fast. As you can tell, I share a lot in a short amount of time. So I think the takeaway will be for Ready for Sunday is bring your pen and paper and get ready, because there won't be a recording and you need to take a lot of notes so that you can then go away and action it.
Finally, there's a lot of people online at the moment, right? But there's still a genuine space for someone with a passion for something who wants to give it a go and get good marketing behind them, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You've just got to have something you're passionate about, something you can provide a different perspective on, and then you can find the right marketing, and there's still opportunities to grow businesses quickly doing that, right?
Absolutely. And if you haven't got going with your Facebook and Instagram, if you haven't got going on LinkedIn or building an email marketing database, actually, you can still do it right now. There's no reason why you can't start. And it's just about being more clever than what we had to be in the past, where we just go, oh, let's just give this a whirl. Now we actually need to learn some strategies and go for it and be consistent. But there's
Cheers,
plenty of room
Kylie.
for everyone.
There really is, isn't there? That's one of the things, right? Marketing is these days about showing some initiative and being a little bit different. Oh, cool. Thank you very much, Carla. So great, Kylie. Thank you very much for sharing with us and your impact on the chat so far tonight. We will hear from you on Sunday. Remember, everybody, that we are talking about Sunday. We will be open. If you're registered for tonight, you are registered for Sunday. Nothing more to do. You've got the big stuff. We're going to be in action on starting at 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday morning in Australia. You can join us at any time during that time. We're starting early. One of the speakers, it's the only time they can speak, so we're underway at 8 a.m. That's 6 a.m. Singapore. Look, jump in as soon as you can in Singapore, and if you're in New Zealand, it's a much more gentlemanly 10 a.m. for us there. Cheers, Kylie, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday and hearing you bring your specific view of the world to helping our people to create more opportunities and more income. Our next speaker is Rihui Wang, and Rihui has excelled academically, graduating from the top schools in Singapore. He has extensive experience in engineering and project management. He's been trading FOREX from 2010, managing his own and other people's funds, adapting to changing market conditions. And look, since 2010, there have been some changing market conditions in the last 14 years. You've had to know how to deal with that, what to change, how to work to succeed in those kind of markets. He's a former student of Actions to Wealth. He incorporates trend trading into his strategies. He's developed a strategy combining various concept and fundamental analysis, allowing trading to be done anytime, anywhere. And look, when you say things like fundamental analysis, sounds complicated, but he doesn't give you the questions, he gives you the answers. He tells you his fundamental analysis. I don't really like spam Skype calls in the middle of my webinars. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but yeah, that was weird. He believes in the principle of making money work for you, not trying to make money using more effort in trading. Look, he provides a really simple trading strategy. He's got a long-term record of making sensational money doing it. He's just gone away and revised it and improved it again because markets are changing all the time. And he's got a new version of what he does to share with you guys on Sunday. Rihui, welcome in. Good to have your company.
Yeah. Hi, Paul, and hi, everybody. Yeah, it's a pleasure to have this talk with you, everybody. Yeah.
Hi. What can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah. So for me, basically, I'm like everybody. I'm have a quite a busy full-time job. Okay, but at the same time, I am able to juggle with this trading. Okay, so trading sometimes could be stressful for most people. Okay, especially when you have a lot of winnings and sometimes losings. Okay, so in a way, I'm trying to find a very good balance that we can have a way of trading that doesn't impact your doesn't take much of your effort every day. Okay, and allows you to really make money work for you. Okay, and following the trends, and then you make money out of that. Yeah.
Chef, we know you've been doing it since 2010, so you've been doing it for about 14 years.
Mhm.
Got a couple of questions for you. Is your approach to trading and really your approach to management, is it simple or complicated?
Yeah, it's that's why my strategy name I term it as minimal strategy. Okay, so really we have to see that things usually when you start with any skills, it will be a simple skill. Okay, eventually you go into the more complex strategies, but finally when you really seen through the nature of all this trading, okay, you're able to establish a more minimal rules that you can follow, then you can trade easily and more successfully.
What's a good month return for you, Rihui? If you have a good month, what kind of return? Not dollars, please. We never speak dollars, but as a percentage, what's a good return for you in percentage terms if you have a good month?
I would say it's about 5 to 10%. Okay, when you have a really good month and the trend is favorable to you. Yeah.
And we know as traders that 6% a month doubles your account in a year, and 10% a month triples your account in a year. So they're pretty impressive numbers. I know you won't have done that. You won't have got 5 to 10% a month for 12 consecutive months. But what's the longest winning streak you've had in terms of months?
I think it's at least more, I think 14 to 16 months.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, mate. That is pretty impressive. Okay, so what specifically will you be talking about on Sunday in the New Opportunity Summit?
Okay, so my topic will be on high frequency trading and the minimum strategy. So so the reason why we term it as high frequency trading is that you will be managing quite a lot of positions. Okay, but in a way, it's not going to be a very complex strategy that you have to really think a lot before you trade. Okay, so we try to make the strategy easy for everybody to implement. Okay, so even if you are just new to trading, okay, by following the strategy, you will be able to execute these trades easily and follow a simple way of trading. Okay, so it will take you less effort to really start trading. Okay, but at the same time, it allows you to really let the money to work for you so that you can follow what the trend is. The trend that is, you can follow and then make money out of it.
Fantastic. So it's a simple strategy. On a good month, you make 5 to 10%. You must, and we're not suggesting you make 5 to 10% of all of these months, but your longest winning streak is around 16 months. I guess the question, because anyone can turn up and say this strategy is simple. How long do you spend trading a day?
Around based on the strategy, it's about twice a day, one in the morning and one in the night.
Is that for 3 or 4 hours each time? How long do you spend each of those times?
I think it will be usually just 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
So I want to see if I've got this right, because I'm gonna add a little bit to this at the end to see if I've got this right. You've got a trading strategy that can make 5 to 10% a month. It's had winning streaks as long as 16%. and it's simple to learn. It takes 5 minutes twice a day.
Yes.
Boy, when it comes to a special offer on Sunday, I bet you're going to charge a truckload for that. What's that going to cost them in terms of thousands? What's it going to cost them to do it, Roy?
Okay, so basically on Sunday, I will just give a preview about this course. Okay, so share some of the key highlights. Okay, for you to able to understand. So I'm not offering anything for that. Okay, but I think there was if you in order to attend the course, there will be a requirement to deposit any $100 in your own trading account. Okay, so that's something that that is required.
So on Sunday, we're going to talk about it. And if they do want to learn it, they've got to deposit $100 into a trading account, and you're going to teach them for free.
Yes.
There's a man with some good values. Wow, that is pretty impressive. Who's looking forward to hearing that on Sunday? Who is looking forward to hearing a simple trading approach, 5 minutes a day, 16 months profitable, good returns, and he'll teach it to you for free if you put $100 in a trading account? Who is looking forward to hearing about that? It's going to be one heck of a day, isn't it? Look, our last two speakers, fantastic. Nice to see you all in here. Fantastic. Look, our next speakers couldn't be with us live today. One of them is presenting another event for us, and the other one it is the middle of the night where they live in the US. So we're going to have recordings of our last two speakers. Thank you very much, Rihui. The first person we're going to hear from is Alexis Ho. She's a former student at Actions to Wealth, trades the Wave Rider strategy across various timeframes, including the daily Wave Rider, which is where we teach it as an introductory FOREX strategy. She combines a finance background with technical trading insights gained from Actions to Wealth, maintains a return of spending 1 hour daily on chart analysis before other activities. She emphasizes when she talks proper risk management and trading psychology. And what she will do as well is that on Sunday, where she will teach you an approach to trading where we will cover your losses for life. If you join us, we will cover your losses for life. Rightio. So thank you, Rihui. James, can you play the recording from Alexis, please? The summit on Sunday is Alexis Ho. Alexis is a FOREX trader, and we're going to be talking to her a little bit to get her to know her a little bit better before the event. So, Alexis, what can you tell me about your area of expertise and what drives your passion to do what you do?
Oh, hi everyone. Nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me. Well, my area of expertise, I think, is really about the mindset coaching part. And what I probably can do really well for new traders, especially, is to really get them moving to the next level really quickly. And the reason for that is I spent 5, 6, 7 long years trying to just get to that step one, and I pretty much know whatever mistakes new traders have made it, I've probably done it. So I know all the shortcuts, and of course with the community, the Actions to Wealth community, and of course the trading methodology that Actions to Wealth has, I have actually been working with the community to show these new traders all the shortcuts. Instead of taking 5 to 7 years like myself to get where I am, traders now can take between 18 months to 2 years from brand new trader to a full-time trader. If it sounds really amazing, it actually is.
What are you going to talk about in the Opportunity Summit that you think will benefit the listeners the most?
I'm going to share with you guys a combination of the trading psychology and the trading mindset that a lot of new traders overlook, as well as kind of share with you how Actions to Wealth as a community, as a team, actually take brand new traders who has never traded before, never seen charts before, and how they actually get them to start learning, start trading, and even and what's really amazing is we actually get to see those traders go from a brand new to part-time, from part-time to full-time, and even 1 or 2 actually, from full-time to professional traders trading funds, So I think there is a wealth of options available once you start your trading journey, and I'm really going to be excited to share with all the traders, regardless of whether you're new or experienced, really how to level up and get to the next level in your, in your trading techniques, in trading psychology, as well as your trading journey.
Fantastic, Alexis. So what's unique about the offer that you'll make? What's unique about what Access to Wealth offers compared to others in the industry?
Well, I think if I reveal too much about the offer right now, then you guys, I'm going to blow the cake. But what I'm going to tell you guys is we've got a really good deal coming up from you, for you guys, because this year is the 12th anniversary of Access to Wealth. So yes, the community has been around for 12 years. All right. So we, when I joined them back in 2015, there were only 4 senior traders and coaches. So basically there were only 4 mentors and coaches really working closely with Paul, closely with the community, teaching traders how to trade. Now in 2024, we have over 24, 25 senior traders, coaches, and mentors that are available to all our new traders. If we add all their trading experience together, I think there is easily over 100 years of trading experience in the community itself. And the best part about it is all these traders are so generous and willing to share their experience and their knowledge with the new traders that come into the community, no matter what the experience is.
You had one piece of advice for somebody who was thinking, will I listen to this on Sunday or will I not? Why should they listen to us on Sunday?
Well, I think you should listen to me if you want to change your life. All right. If you have a job that you really hate, you feel like you're not having enough time at home to spend time with your family, what I am going to show you is how, with just this 1 hour with me, I'm going to show you how with just 30 minutes a day. Spend 30 minutes a day, learn how to trade with the Access to Wealth community, and that is your first step towards changing your life.
Well, people who come along and listen to you for an hour on Sunday, will there be an opportunity to get more education from you, more education with you involved at a later date?
Well, it really depends, I would say, because the New Opportunity Summit doesn't come all the time, right? So it will depend on, whether Paul gets another one of these. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Cheers, Alexis. Thanks very much for your time. I appreciate you doing the recording. We'll see you on Sunday at the New Opportunity Summit. Thank you.
All right. See you, everybody. Bye.
How many of you would like the opportunity to learn to trade where all your losses were covered? How many of you would like, just put yes in the chat if that's true. How many of you would like to learn to trade where if you were learning, you didn't quite get it right, you lost some money, somebody else covered your losses for you? There's a few guys answering that have already got it. They're clearly pretty happy about it. Okay, so join us on Sunday. Listen to Alexis Ho. She will be here live. As I say, she's on another speaking engagement at the moment, and we just couldn't tweak the times to get her out. Look, our star speaker tonight is a really special man, and I've known him for about 5 or 6 years now. He's an active investor with over 20 years of experience educating individual traders and investors, but not just educating individual traders and investors, educating individual traders and investors at the highest possible level. He specializes in day trading securities, futures, forex, and penny stocks, serve on Investopedia's financial review board, and co-authored the book Invest to Win. So many people will tell you that they're Investopedia contributors. Gordon Scott's the guy that decides which of those publications can go forward. He reviews the financial information for them. He writes the daily Investopedia Chart Advisory newsletter. He leads the Investopedia Academy, Penny Stocks Trading, has a strong background in financial instruction. And previously, he was the managing director of the Chartered Market Technicians, or the CMT program. The CMT program is the program in Australia in America, that professional traders must pass to become professional traders. You can't work for a big bank or institution in the US without becoming a CMT. It's the premium trading qualification in the world, and he wrote it. He spent 4 years as a director for the CMT, read more than 200 trading books, and wrote the program that's the basis of how professional traders are now qualified in the US. The man is the godfather of trading education. He is amazing. He will be joining us on Sunday, but before he does, let's hear from him, please, James. Welcome, everyone. And joining me now is Gordon Scott, who we're going to talk to about speaking in Sunday's New Opportunities Summit. Welcome, Gordon. How are you doing?
Doing well, Paul.
What can you tell us about your area of expertise and what drives your passion for what you do?
I've been working in the markets as a trader and a consultant, curriculum developer, and a coach of traders for over 20, almost 25 years now. And I really enjoy, of all the things I do, I enjoy helping other people get started and become successful traders more than anything else. But I really am a market junkie. I enjoy anything to do with the markets. And my most recent passion is finding ways to help people get a trading edge as quickly as possible. And that's what my presentation is going to be about.
I was going to ask you that. So, what's the most exciting? I mean, the innovation is the fact you're actually going to help people find trades, right? So how will it benefit the attendees?
Well, my presentation will benefit the attendees in two ways. One, I'm going to tell them everything I learned through blood, sweat, and tears, trial and error on my work of trading over the past 20 years. And then I'm going to explain to them what I've learned in just the past year by working with this new tool, Edge Finder. I'm really excited about it because it has helped me to do better at trading than all the other edge techniques that I've discovered and worked on over the years. In fact, in just the past 2 weeks, I tested it out on a new FOREX account. One of the things I do is I write for Investopedia, and I review their articles, but I also write some articles. And they came to me and they said, hey, would you write a review on a broker? Well, it turns out that IG, big worldwide broker, they have rebranded their US arm as Tasty FX. And they said, we want you to review it. I said, oh, okay. So I opened it up. I put $250 in there, and I just started trading with it because I wanted to have the experience. But I thought, hey, how about I use this Edge Finder tool? Now, I got to tell you, I'm not the world's best Forex trader, and I've done all right, made a little, lost a little, but never really anything to get excited about. Just in the past 2 weeks, I've taken that $250 account and increased it in value by $35. Now, I know that's not a lot of money, but as a percentage, that's over 11%. And it just shocked me how well these trades were doing in FOREX, the most notorious back and forth market in the world. And this was pulling out pieces of profit all over the place. And in just the past 2 weeks, it did that. It's really got me reevaluating what is possible. I'm anxious for people to learn it so that they can be taught how to quickly take advantage of that kind of stuff.
I'm looking forward to giving that a try myself, Gordon. It sounds pretty good. But one of the things I think is really important, Gordon, is that for people who are listening, who don't know you, we all know there's a lot of people selling, trading rubbish who don't even trade. Tell us briefly what sets you apart as far as your history. What means that people should know that you know your stuff in depth?
Well, one of the things I had, I've done a lot of work with a lot of trading education organizations. But one thing in particular is that for 4 years, I was the managing director of the CMT Association. This is the professional designation that certifies traders and investors and specifically technical analysts. And so I had to read every book on technical analysis out there. I had to sift through and decide. I had a committee of a dozen people to help me decide what were the most important technical analysis pieces. And I was really privileged that for 4 years I was in the thick of it. My office was literally a block away from the New York Stock Exchange. I'd get to go down there and talk to the guys on the floor. I'd get to talk to people at Fidelity and CMC markets and people all over the world about trading and different styles of trading, what works, what doesn't. I got to talk to brokers and hear from them. Here's what our customers do, and here's the dirty little details about how many people actually make money. And the guys that make money, what are they doing? And so I learned all those details. And it was a real important thing for me to try to figure out what was replicable and what was just, that's nice, but that's not going to translate from one person to another, And so I had that information from all the experience that I put together and the things that I teach people on, the tools that I work on. I try to laser focus on the stuff that is actually going to add value when people hear about it. And I'm so grateful that over the years, I've had, several of your own traders have gone through my coaching and have become successful traders themselves. So I feel like I have a pretty good track record of actually helping people develop results.
Fantastic. And earlier on, you talked about FOREX, but EdgeFinder isn't a specific FOREX tool, right? You can use EdgeFinder for a number of other products as well, right?
Yeah, well, stocks and FOREX, those two. And it's U.S. stocks, but it's also Australian stocks, Shanghai stocks, a number of different stock markets throughout the world, London and Toronto. Yeah, but we've just recently made some important strides in the Forex market. Now you can trade almost every pair imaginable out there with Forex. You can do research on them to try to find a trading solution that will really be worth your time.
This is simple, right? People are hearing this and they're thinking, oh, he's making money from trading. I bet he's got to read, you got to do this and go there and sign up here and do more of this and do more of that and research that. This does all of it for you, right? You put a product in there and it gives you the best way to operate it, right?
Yeah, it's embarrassingly simple. I love the market, so I spend, half an hour to 2 hours a day just looking at charts and enjoying things. But with this particular tool, once I set it up and get it going, it's literally 5 minutes a day for me to, on my mobile phone, execute these Forex trades that come in as trade signals. I follow what the EdgeFinder system is telling me, and I put them on. I'm shocked that I can do so well with so little time each day when over the past 20 plus years, I've spent a whole lot more time than that.
So when you join us on Sunday, you're going to talk about how you can create an edge. You're going to give us a look at this tool that will create an edge for us. Am I right that without giving the details, obviously, you're going to give my people some kind of decent deal, some kind of incentive to take the EdgeFinder for a run, aren't you?
Oh yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, we're going to give a month free, complete, and no limitations to functionality, 1 full month free. What you'll get what I won't give away here, but we'll give on the presentation day, is the code to make that happen.
Fantastic, Gordon. Thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you on Sunday for the New Opportunity Summit. Thanks very much.
You bet. Thanks, Paul.
Wow, who's excited, eh? Who was going to see us nice and early on Sunday? If you're going to be in early, can you put early, E for early in the chat for me, please? Who is excited? I'll get the timetable put into the social media for you guys. It's going to be an amazing day. Look, we are so lucky to have the quality of speakers that we have coming in and sharing. They are going to provide you not only expert knowledge, but genuine new opportunities, especially for you. Not opportunities they offer all the time, something exclusively and specially for you. We are going to be up at 8 o'clock Australian till 3 p.m., 6 a.m. Singapore to 1 p.m. And we will be back on and we're at 10 a.m. New Zealand to 5 p.m. Make sure you join us. Be nice and early. I promise you, if the team in 5 minutes or 10 minutes can blow your socks off, imagine when they get 30 minutes or an hour to spend and really dig into that stuff and explain it simply for you. The world right now, look, 10 years from now, people are going to look back and they're going to say, look, interest rates started falling. Money came back into the world. That's where the billionaires were made, because they took action at the right time. I'm not saying you guys are going to become billionaires from any of this. What I am going to say is that maybe for the last 2 years, opportunities have been limited by the markets we live in. And right now, we're just starting to see inflation fall away. Interest rates just starting to come back in most places. What we are about to see is the start of the opportunity cycle. And we all know that, you buy when people are fearful and you do nothing when people are greedy. Now is the time, right now, to come and listen to these people and see whether you have something that you can do with your life that's a little bit different, that'll give you a few more choices and opportunities moving forward. Thank you very much to all of our speakers. You were absolutely brilliant. Really appreciate your time for coming to an extra session tonight. We will see you guys on Sunday. And to those that joined us to have a look, we will see you guys on Sunday. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. See you Sunday. Can't wait. 8 a.m. Australia. We will be here.